Okay, this is a video for some of the constructions that you need to know, right? So first of all, the wording here says bisecting an angle. Bisecting means cut in half, right? So we've got an angle here. This method works for any angle. I've got an angle here. I'm going to cut it in half, so I'm going to have a line roughly down there, sort of halfway across the angle, right? We're not going to use a protractor for these. It's constructions. We need to be able to do it with a compass, right? So this is my compass. You'll have a maths compass maybe. This is my compass. You put the pin. What we do for this one is we set the compass at roughly that much. No set amount. Something like that, okay? And what we do is we put the pin at the corner of the angle and we create an arc. So we make a mark like this and a mark like that, okay? And you can continue all the way through if you want. Right? The main thing is, when we lift the compass up again, we don't change this setting. Keep the compass at the same setting, right? Then you put the pin where the arc crosses the line and make another arc like that, right? Don't change the setting. Flip it over, put the pin where it crosses this line here and get a crossover with the two arcs, okay? So like that. That's what it should look like. So one arc, don't change the compass, another arc, okay? Once you've done that, you draw a line through the crossover here, look. Draw a line through the crossover, and that's your construction done. That's you bisecting an angle. Okay? So that's number one. Next, bisecting a line. So if you've got any line, any length, we want to cut it in half. We're not to use a ruler with this. It works very accurately. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this line in half. Now, what we need to do here is, first step is set the compass over halfway. No set distance. Now that is not over halfway. Okay? So let's go something like this. Not too much over halfway, but I know that's over halfway. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to change the setting of the compass again, okay? So, I'm going to put the pin at the end of the line. Do this accurately, so right on the edge of the line like that. I'm going to do a big arc like this. Not too heavy with the pencil. Something like that, okay? Then, I'm not going to move the setting of the compass. I'm just going to flip it over. Do not move the setting, so this distance stays the same. I'm going to put the pin at the other end. Sorry about the camera. Focus please. Okay, so the pin is accurately at the other end. I'm going to do another arc so it crosses over my first arc like that. Okay. Then you've done your construction. You've just got to draw the line between, so from this crossover to that crossover, so nice and accurately again. And this is actually called the perpendicular bisector, which means it cuts the line in half at the right angle. Okay, so you can check the right angle with your set square there. Okay. Next one and last one for this video is when we get given a line, say this line here, and we want to divide it into, say, 3 equal parts. Alright? No ruler allowed as well, so we can't measure it and divide it into 3. Alright, so what we do here, we draw another line at an acute angle, so something like this, okay? So you draw something like that, and I said divide it into 3 parts. And what we do then is we set the compass, at a fairly small amount, maybe something like that, okay? I put the pin at the edge of the line, and I make a mark on the line I've just drawn, okay? Like that. I don't move the compass stays the same the whole time. Move the pin so it's on the mark you've just made. Do another one. Move the compass to the mark you've just made. and do another one, right? So I've only done 3 because I said I'm going to divide this line to 3 equal parts. If you want to divide into 5 equal parts, you keep going 5 times, you'd have to make this line a bit longer obviously, or the compass a bit shorter, and we use the same method. What we do then is the first thing we do is draw a line from the third one, so 1, 2, 3, to the edge of the line we want to divide, right? So put your nib and the pencil there and draw that through, okay? And then we're going to use our knowledge of what we did with drawing parallel lines, okay? So I'm going to line that up, I'm going to draw a parallel line at that mark and draw a parallel line at this mark, okay? So remember, when we are drawing parallel lines, we butt one set square into a ruler or another set square like this, we line it up accurately, okay? So this is lined up with this, I put it in accurately to my ruler, and I slide it up, okay, till I get to the second notch, okay? Draw a line up, I slide it up till I get to the first notch, and draw a line up, okay? Then you're done. This distance is exactly the same as that distance, is exactly the same as that distance, okay? So you've divided that line into 3 equal parts.